You need healing.
Team Liquid looking like they're back here as they face off against the good guys. They're up 2-0. And I got a question for you, Caldor. Can they come back, the good guys here in Game 3?
I think it's going to be very rough for them. Right now, Liquid looks dominant. They had a bit of a problem, I would say, on Cursed Hollow in the early game. Nothing too crazy, though. Once they started with the team fights, they just dominated the game, and I believe that might be what we're going to see in game number 3 as well.
Yeah, Team Liquid really looking like they want to prove here, hey, we're still top 3, we're ready to continue to compete here, and they want to get their victories. They want to be able to make sure they're set up for the next couple of clashes because they would love to go.
Yeah. I'm also not 100% sold on the Arthur's pick there. I mean, I understand the reasoning, I just don't know if it really trumps an Anubarak.
Well, we'll see what happens here as we get ready for the third game. Which battleground are we going to? It's going to be Tomb of Spider Queen. And man, Anti-Hero and Crew are just trying to go for that first pick.
Yeah, Anti and his boys currently trying to get that first pick value. So Team Liquid is the one choosing the map once again. Tomb it is. It's also a very snowbally map.
Yeah, it's one of those battlegrounds, and we'll see if they can pull it off here. They gotta have something in store, though, right? I mean, Team Liquid picking this battleground, but they have the first pick. Maybe they're gonna change up their draft a little bit here and make sure that they're set up. Because again, I think that Anubarak is really starting to hurt them. Every single time there was an engage from Team Liquid on Cursed Hollow, it was one target called out, Cocoon on the support. Because support, Kronaz is trying really hard here to be next to his teammates to heal him up, but he just can't do anything.
Yeah, the thing is that Anubarak right now is just such a crazy strong hero. So I'm a little bit surprised that they let it through in the last map. But well, we're going to see how that plays for them. Anubarak has an insane win rate as well. He has an involvement rate of more than 80% at this point. Pick rate. He's basically involved in every single draft. So he has 100% draft involvement. He is always picked early when he isn't banned out, and has a win rate of nearly 80%. So that's super impressive with the sample size that we've seen over the last few days.
Some variety here.
Okay.
Gul'dan's banned out, Genji's banned out, no G's available here for Team Liquid or Team Good Guys, but Vala picked up.
So a standard would be Uther and Anubarak now. Could see that, but not quite sure if Liquid goes down that path. I think the Anubarak is more or less a given. Stop stealing my hammer.
You can have this one if you want.
That little growth thing.
It's nice, steal it. Go ahead and touch it. It's good, all right?
I don't know.
It gets the job done. Don't throw it. You could have broken that. That's a set piece.
It's a set piece?
Wow,
you want it back?
No. Just don't break it. That's all I ask.
It's a hammer. How could I break it?
You never know, man. You're so strong.
Okay.
You don't know your own strength until you see something break.
Hammer broke.
Falls apart.
Sure.
So you think the Anubarak pick up, which I think I agree with, but it seems like Team Liquid doesn't mind staying away from the Uther. Could prevent or not move into it. So far they've moved into Unuber and Uther the first time, but they're going to get Anubarak and Vala taking it away from, or Anubarak and Ariel, gosh, take it away from that Vala.
Can I use that to hit you when you're being silly again with your Gazlo and your Murky stuff?
Nah, man. I haven't brought that up in like 2 weeks. I don't know why you're still on that hammer. Like, you got to let things go. First Protoss, Gazlo, Murky, that Brightwing pick. Just let things go, man, in life. You'll feel so much better.
I think I'm going to use that in the future.
You might hurt something.
Hold on, can I pick Gazlo first? No. So Anubarak taken together with the Oriel.
Yeah, and then Uther tasked, as will be the response here.
Why Oriel, though? Are they planning on going into a Cassia again and need the Oriel for the hope? Why would you pick the Oriel over the Uther? That's the only question I have right now. It feels to me that...
Tomb of Spider Queen, Oriel gets more value on this battleground.
To an extent where you feel she tops Uther?
Maybe they feel that's what enables Vala so much so. Granted, Uther, you can't deny the experience, but Team Liquid, they've been a little bit different compared to most of our teams in the last couple of days, and it's been working out so far for them.
I mean, they definitely see an advantage here. I just wonder if it's just because overall they prefer the hero for this map with the Taman strikes. You get a lot of this Taman strike value, you have a bit more wave clear, which is also great. I'm just wondering if they have another hero planned later down the road in their draft that benefits from Oriel more than Uther would, because they just gave up Uther Tassadar to the good guys, and they knew they wanted to go into a double support.
Lenara, always with the possibility. Tomb of Spider Queen. Splinter Sphere is pretty helpful. You do have that weird scenario where you have that 1v1 versus Vala. And now with Cassia being banned out, Gul'dan not being available, it feels more and more like the Lenara.
Yeah, so Cassia banned, and I think with... you guys are silly. I think with the Oriel taken, they had the same thought process. They just said, okay, listen, they just picked, they just let us pick Uther. and took the Oriole. They must have a reason for this. Let's ban out the Cassia and make sure we're not running into this again.
I think this is the time when we're going to see that result of what it's going to be.
It's also another blind against Vala, and you don't really want that when you put all your eggs into the Vala basket.
Yeah.
It's very similar to what we've seen earlier when D.Va was actually taken with the defense matrix against the hyper carry that was supported by 2 supports. So all of a sudden the damage is gone, and then what are you going to do?
Very hard to pull off. Okay, Team Liquid, it's time to show it off. Lili and Lunara.
Yep, there we go. Lili, that's the one I didn't expect. The Lunara made a lot of sense after Gul'dan was taken away and after Cassia was taken away with the Oriole. But the Lili adds an interesting touch to this.
Yeah, Lili's like, all right, we'll make our own pseudo Cassia here. We'll get Lunara with the damage, bring out the battery there for the Oriole, and we have Lili to bring out the battery. So it's going to take, you know, 2 heroes to do Cassia's job, but they're going to get it done.
Yeah. Still a pick that I didn't expect.
I don't think anyone did, though. Let's be honest.
Not even you?
Not even me.
Our special snowflake?
I was not expecting Lili. I've forgotten about Lili, actually. It's been a couple weeks since I played her.
How dare you?
I know. I know. I even leveled her up on EU. I was playing her in EU.
I know. I was
yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, I was leveling her up for a little bit, and I totally forgot about her.
We came in and he was immediately like, Calder, you play Water Dragon Lili today. And I was like, yeah, okay. That's what the hammer's for in the future.
And Water Dragon wins all the time, man.
Yeah, we actually did. So, good guys. Come on, boys. We need the front line still. What's it going to be? Are we seeing that Arthurs again that they played in the last few? No. We have the anti-hero Chen on the bot lane. So, anti-W and a Stitches for BKB. Here comes the Illidan with a double support. All right.
This is old school China meta. Lunara Illidan in the mix-up here with the Oriole mix-up. Lili's a bit of a different variation, but very, very strong in terms of the idea is you're working the Illidan in. He's being a bit of a harassment, especially when you open up the battleground, and then Lunara is the one that comes in and gets that final shot blows.
You create space.
Yeah, create a lot of space there, and you bring in that damage. Now, Stitches I like here. You're going to be able to get a lot of disruption set up here, especially if you can land Lili there, get the stun, pull them in there, and get a focus on that kill target. Do they have enough kill potential, though, with that Vala being on the right side as the only main damage?
I think it's going to be really rough once again, because there's so much momentum on the side of Team Liquid when they go in. Either Hunter Metamorphosis, but if they just keep on the Vala, a hero that runs can't fight. So just go in, get a blind in there. Cocoon is also available once more. I think it's going to be a rough one for the good guys.
It's going to be a rough one here, but Team Good Guys really believe in their draft here, believing in the anti-hero. Chen here, so he'll be that bottom lane rotation to control that lane, continue to 1v1, and then come in for the fights later on. But it's going to be a hard one here for the Good Guys. Can they pull it off? Let's find out. It's Game 3. Good Guys looking for the first victory here in the best-of-5 series.
It could be the last game of the series, or it could be the start of another reverse sweep. The Good Guys going up against Team Liquid, and to the left it's Liquid with Norok on Lunara, Blumby on Anubarak. Hazorps is looking for adventure today with his Lili. We have Dartmok again on Illidan and Splendor on the main support. He is playing Oriole.
Team Good Guys on the right side in the red. Anti-hero is going to be playing the Chen. Going to have BKB playing Stitches here. Kronaz will be on Uther. We're going to have Zay on the Vala. And last but not least, Raid Boss on Tassadar.
So, a little bit of Tassadar action here in the game. Great also for the control of the 2 turning points, thanks to the vision that he grants. Chen with Elusive Brawler on 1. Probably going to deal with the Illidan at the bot lane, at least at the start.
Good for diving at Lunara, too. I think one of the things that you have to do against Lunara is apply pressure. Get on her and make her kite backwards, which makes it much more difficult for her to move forward, use the Splinter Spear in the most optimal situations. But it's going to be a difficult task here for that Chen. Hook comes out, hits Darkmok, but he gets away. Yeah,
there's also the double support there that really helped them, but they are taking a lot of damage. Blumby has to retreat, too. We're going to just... Oh, he actually taps the fountain. And we have Anti jumping down to the bot. So we see him on that solo lane, which is one of the main roles that he plays for the team here, as the rotation with the double support is running at the top. Anti immediately being attacked here, quite low, but able to get away. Hits the brew once again, taps the fountain. Now can turn this around. But we have Illidan up at the top. So Liquid is shifting the rotation. They're rotating mid-bot instead of mid-top.
And Team Good Guy is trying to follow, losing out on the reactions here. As Illidan runs at the top here, pushes it in. He's trying to slow down the Stitches here to deny experience on the minions, but also working some auto attacks. Anti-hero will help out as well, but oddly enough, Now 3-man, really dictating a lot of pressure and resources here from Team Good Guys.
Yeah, TGG is trying to meet the rotation, and they're putting now the Illidan against the Chen at the top lane instead of the bottom, so immediately the rotation happened as anti-hero moved top, and we saw BKB quickly get some experience with him. But we have the 3 heroes down to the bot lane, so the double support Vala just roaming together the entire time, and up to the top. Let's see how Darkmok is going to fare here. Shouldn't really have a chance of taking down Chen unless he gets some help from one of the stun heroes. But overall, a start where especially Liquid is attempting to shake it up a bit and push their opponent out of the comfort zone.
So far, it's been doing all right here, but experience continuing to be tied for both of our teammates here. BKB keeps going out for hooks. Only landed one here has been pretty important, but you can tell Kronos is just inching. He's wanting to make sure he's there for that stun. I just don't know if they have the kill potential to actually take somebody out.
It's definitely going to be a bit tricky for them. I think if they get the Lunara, they will probably have a good shot, especially if Chen is with the rotation. But outside of that, I don't see it happen. Maybe the Oriel.
Do you think Divine Storm is a choice here at 10 to help out with that effort? Or
I definitely think Divine Storm would be a good idea, especially against Illidan.
Yeah.
What are you using the Divine Shield for? You have the Vala as the only damage, so you need to keep her safe. I guess it depends a bit. Both would be great. One is trickier for the Illidan to deal with, and the other one would keep your Vala safe. Depends a lot on how aggressive Zay wants to play with this. But here comes the hook against the Oriel. That's a really good one, but they don't have Chen, so he can't jump in with this. But they are really starting to at least push the fight back.
I like BKB coming in there, and after the blind was used there and Ball got through the duration, going for the hook to go for the kill. That's their best opportunity to get those kills, because Lily right now is building full into her E build, which means if she doesn't have it up, there are going to be scenarios where Team Good Guys can start to get the damage in the fights, but they have to play around Lily, which is odd enough to say, but Lily with that build can actually be quite devastating.
Oh yeah, Lily can be super annoying, and usually is. Nice hook here against Blumby, but they don't get the follow-up, and his stun is there. Illidan trying to turn it against BKB. They're moving in here. Splendor zoned out slightly. With his Oriel, he went into the Righteous Assault on 1, so the cooldown reduction build for his Oriel. The kill against Vala. Whoa.
Big detainment strike.
Yeah.
Lanara bringing out the damage there, and slowly but surely Team Liquid is starting to take a lead in the experience world here. 6.5 to slightly 6.25, but they're also dropping off those gems, and they have enough to get a full turn in and get the web weavers pushing, and they will at 4 minutes.
Blumby also with a bed of barbs on level 4 for his Anubrak, and you could actually see him use it just to slow down the approach towards the turning point, so that it would be harder for the good guys to get an interrupt there. So quite well done by him, and a really good use of the talent. And you can see the value on this map in particular. So Liquid has the first Web Weaver wave, and this is once again where Illidan can start to shine. If he gets the play here, but if he still finds himself at the top, they don't join up with the rest of the team yet, so Liquid is trying to get the value without him in that mid lane in particular, draining most of those towers out of ammunition a long time ago.
And they are breaking these towers down easily. With Vol being in the bottom and Chen at the top, there's nothing Team Good Guys can do to stop this pressure coming from the Lunara as she continues to sprint forward and start breaking down the fort. With Hasselhoff joining in on the fray, this looks like a fort that will get low on health, maybe even killed.
They should be able to take that down. If there's no rotation from the bot lane, I don't see how you could stop this. Because as you said, Uther and Stitches are not going to do a thing here. But now we have Tassadar and Vala back, and that might be enough to stop this. At the top lane, Illidan is still doing his thing against Chen. Both of them locked into that battle, but Liquid, they are just going for it. They take the fort. They are level ahead here already. Looking fantastic when it comes to them heading into 10 and getting the potential double turn in back-to-back.
This is scary for Team Good Guys. When the Lunara gets ahead and she has Splintered Spear, it starts to become very stressful for your healers to keep anybody alive. She's working in those auto attacks, having that slight advantage because of levels. Oh, Team Good Guys gonna need to have to make a play soon, and I hope it's a hook into a combo to kill somebody off, because that's really one of their main ways of getting back into it.
It's, as you said, it's really going to be tricky for them. If they can get the turn in, that would be awesome. But Chen falling at the top lane, ganked here, that is a big problem. They also lost a fair amount of gems to this. He was a solo laner the entire time, so he has picked up quite a few. And they are just continuing. Illidan is getting his momentum down to the bot lane. There comes the knock up against Kronos, and he is down. double kill, 3 in total, as we have Liquid just pushing ahead here at that bot lane, dropping the towers.
Team Good Guys just looking terrified right now. There was a moment where Ariel was literally sitting next to Uther, kiting him forward, willing to threaten a detainment strike at any point. That's how far ahead and how confident Team Liquid feels right now. The hunt coming off, Darkmok diving into Bala. Zag doesn't even have a chance.
You are nowhere safe on this map. You can't hide. Liquid is brutalizing the Good Guys right now. This is a 2-level lead already that we see, and they haven't even gotten the second turn in. Raid Boss might escape. Yeah, ho. That was... They actually saw him moving away there, but that would have been another kill. So right now, they can get an easy second turn in if they want it. They have already taken control of the entire map. Liquid... It's actually hard to tell if Liquid is just absolutely back into their old perfect shape or if the Good Guys are just having a rough time in their first HGC game.
I think it might just be a combination of both right now. Team Liquid prepared and ready to show that they're ready to be back in the HGC and kind of go back to their dominance, while Team Good Guys just not quite there at the moment.
What are we learning from this series? It's a simple lesson. Don't give Illidan to Darkmok.
Yeah, keep him away from it. Also, make sure that Hostile Wilds drops Lily all the time. The only thing bad about Lily here, no Water Dragon, unfortunately, at level 10. Got the Jug of 1,000 Cups. But in all seriousness, there is a reason why you go for Jug here. The Slime build for Citrus on the other side, and the multi-shot. If you can make sure that you pop the Jug after those two come out, what damage is going to kill anybody?
It's also another reason there are basically no Suns available. The only hero that you have to stay away from is Uther.
Yeah, so you just completely top everybody off there. Golden can go forward as much as he wants, and he gets the healing that is needed. Team Liquid, with a large lead here and more web weavers, continue to push in. A hook comes out, but there's no follow-up. BKB, sadly not going to get that kill.
They're coming in from behind right now, and the fort is already gone. They want the kills. Hunt is in, and Zay is down. This is just Liquid. I mean, there's no 10 for the Good Guys. This is easy pickings for them right now. The Good Guys are just there like sitting ducks. They can't do anything until they have their own 10, and now maybe with a bit of coordination, they have a chance of fighting back. But if you consider the position they are in, they are 3 levels behind. They just reached 10 as Team Liquid hits 13.
Team Good Guys becoming Team Dead Guys as they continue to get picked on by Team Liquid. Pushing in the bottom, the Good Guys, once they hit 10, Team Liquid realizes, okay, there is a slight power spike here. Even though we hit 13, they pull on away, and they're going to make sure to set up for the next rotation. Get Giants pushing up, keep the gems under their control here, watch out for the minions, and make sure that if they do have a fight, they have Team Good Guys in the middle of the map. That gives Illidan more power to chase.
He already has so much chase power now that the forts are gone, and every single fort has been destroyed. This is just getting better and better for Team Liquid. And the Good Guys have lost a lot of gems in the last few fights. This is just adding insult to injury, that they are having a really tough time turning in. They need to somehow, but they are talent down in 3 level. The stat advantage alone is solid. Illidan is going to hunt any second. He took the camp at the bot lane, and he will just pick a target with the rest of the team and go for it. Here comes the Cocoon. Hunt any moment now. They go for Zay, and this is going to be another team fight, or is it?
No,
Purify the stun. They keep them alive a little bit longer, but Uther is down, and so is Vara.
Nurok and that poison really just coming online there, shredding through multiple members. Lumpy actually missed out on a stun, so Vala lived long enough, but the power advantage that you were alluding to earlier was enough while Nurok put out that splintered spear and destroyed everything.
That's a bit of a wake-up call here for the Good Guys for sure. You had 0-2 already, and on the 3rd map, you are dominated hard. They haven't gotten a single kill. It's 10 kills against them. And Team Liquid's biggest problem right now is, what do we take down first? That's the only issue they have. Do we get the turn in? Do we get the boss? Do we just kill a keep? Or do we just end the game? So, I mean, it's rough, but this is a bit of a wake-up call, I think, for one of our new teams. And it's also, of course, a very big question. What exactly does this mean for Liquid? Are they really so dominant that they're currently taking down a strong team? Or is the Good Guys just have they not arrived in the HGC yet?
We'll have to get the answer soon here. We'll have more time, but right now Team Good Guys just have to worry about defending this boss on the top. Keg has been picked up by Shen. He finally picked up his rogue here at level 11. Can they pull anyone back? Team Liquid's not even giving them a chance. They pull on back and grab the wall. 4-level lead.
Yeah, they make this look like a quick match. We have Illidan in the mid lane also taking... He took a few structures down before he went in to push the lanes back, got even more experience. They will hit level 16 before the Good Guys hit 13. Unless we see a hero kill now. There's the Aegis, though.
Isn't enough. Hasselhoff is low, but not dead here. The hunt comes out, and Team Liquid takes a gank and turns it around. Team Good Guys, Darkmod charging forward here, gets low on health, has to kite back, but Blumby will lead here as we look for more kills.
Yeah, nice use of the helping hand here to save at least Chen, but they lose Vala again. Zay gets dominated, and Blumby doesn't even care. He just jumps in deep. Look how close they are. This is any second going to be another 4-level lead with a double talent advantage. 2 talents.
Keep here too, 16 well hit. Team Good Guys, I don't think you are going to lose your core completely yet, but it's looking pretty poor here for the team. Chronos will bring out the stun, but Darkmok doesn't mind. He delivers the final blow. Keep does fall. The 4-level lead continues here as Team Liquid pulls on back, and they have a turn-in.
Oh, yeah, they're going to have an easy turn in there, for sure. I know states where this isn't legal. This is just absolutely rough what we are seeing here. This is, oh, wow, Team Liquid, I mean, 12-0.
It's quite the beating right now. Team Good Guys, what can they do to come back if they do pull it off? Trying to be optimistic here. It is relatively difficult. A hook, I think, is the only answer. I mean, a hook into a keg, into a keep or core for a 1 kill could be a saving grace.
If you have kids watching this, be a responsible parent and turn them away from the TV, because that can traumatize someone.
This is kind of hard for them, man. We'll see. Team Liquid moves in, starts to look at the keep, continues it up, is pushing as a full unit. Illidan ready and primed to hunt at any point here. It's going to be the keep easily down. The 4-level lead continues. Team Good Guys.
They need a miracle. They definitely do.
I think at this point, just go all in, right? And just try to make something happen. It's getting pretty poor here.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? That's the question. The keep is lost in the middle. You have Webby was pushing in mid lane, top lane, bot lane. What can you do? At this point, you're just thinking about, do you write your GG in caps lock or not? So they are trying to defend here, but this is Team Liquid on a completely different level. They are unleashed here. They are just not taking any prisoners. 12 kills to 0. Cocoon is on the ground. Liquid goes in. We have Lily with the ult going for the cups here, healing up everybody. Maybe a kill for the Good Guys as they're jumping in, but that's the kill against Uthas. Illidan hunts once more, and Darkmok is just completely... I mean, this is brutal.
Yep, he just shredding the core here as he is prepared to take the victory here.
5 levels.
5-level lead. Team Liquid with a 3-0. And Team Liquid, after this series, seems to be back.
Yeah.
You could say that.
You could say that, or it's just simply the Good Guys not being prepared here. That was hard to watch.
Yeah, but I think this is a really good moment, you know. Coming through the open division, you know, Team Good Guys did really, really well in the entire division. They had to have some confidence and such. Coming into the HGC, now you get an idea of where your power level is and what you can strive for. Can we eventually take down Team Liquid? Remember, they'll have a second chance here in the next couple of weeks to face off against them.
So again, we have already said that their scrims weren't going as well as they hoped for, simply because they had players that were sick. So that plays a role here. Also, Team Liquid, super motivated heading into this with a bang, since last season didn't end the way they really wanted to. At this point now, thinking about this, it's definitely one of those points where the Good Guys have to look at it and say, like, okay, this is where we stand right now. If we really want to go into the top 3, what we aim for, because they have the skill, they have the talent. There's no question about that. If we really aim for that, we need to increase our schedule. We need to just get more practice in. We need to make sure that we are stepping it up a lot, because at this point, we are not where we want to be. For them, it's definitely a lesson to learn here, and it's a lesson that you can learn early on in the phase, and then you are in a good spot. For Team Liquid, on the other hand, this is exactly the start that they wanted. This is a fantastic opening. They are just telling everyone, listen, guys, we are back. We had problems at the end of the first phase, but now we are completely back online, and if you go up against us, we will bring the pain.
Yeah, they're coming in here and showing off the execution they've been working on, and it looks like we actually have a member on the side here to interview. How's it going, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. I gotta ask you, man, is Team Liquid back, or was that just a really good showing today?
I guess it was a really good show. Actually, I guess a bit of both. Like, we actually have a new coach, and we are feeling really, really good. And like, we played well today. We played really well, I think.
Tell me a little bit more about the coaching. Did you guys go because you're trying to get the mentality back for you guys, or is it more if you want someone to help you push you to the next limit?
Both also. Like, we started with tryouts, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago. and we actually got a really talented professional coach. I cannot call out the name quite yet because it did not get announced officially. It will probably be in the next 2 days, but he is a real professional, and I'm really happy that we can call him our coach.
Awesome. Well, it's showing. Congratulations on your victory. I'm going to send you over to Caldor.
So, first of all, congratulations, of course. Nice showing here today. I have
Thank
basically
you.
2 questions. First of all, how do you judge the victory right now? How would you judge your opponent in particular? It's a bit rough for us to currently tell what kind of power level is this. Is this just an opponent that is struggling, or is that you guys just absolutely dominating? Can you maybe tell us a bit how scrim results are going and what you feel that victory actually means?
So Team Good Guys, they are a new team. They won the Crucible pretty convincingly, I would say, but they are definitely inexperienced. Like, we managed to outdraft them at least twice today, and they are not very experienced macro-wise. They don't have the best rotations, so we just took advantage of that. So it was not the hardest series, but I'm sure they will improve over the season.
Okay, then one more question towards you guys. So you said you improved, you have a new coach, you feel a lot more confident. Can you give us a bit of a comparison? How much stronger do you think you are now compared to the end of the last phase? Do you feel like you're on the top level again, or is there still some wiggle room where you say we need to improve to make sure that we can not only be in the top one of the big 3, but that we can actually contest Dignitas and Fnatic?
So the biggest issue we had at the end of the last season was pretty much only psychological. Like, we were having a barrier in front of our faces and we couldn't play our best. Like, we were not pressing our buttons. We were just AFKing and waiting for the enemy team to do mistakes. We were not playing proactively. So it hurt us a lot and we couldn't really take advantage and win games. Like, we were just playing very passively. So the coach, of course, the immediate effect is there, but it is not like 100% yet. Like, we need time, and I'm sure we will improve. Like, tomorrow we are facing Dignitas. It will be a tough series, but I think we can actually win it.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to that. Tomorrow, of course, you're facing off against Dignitas. Before we let you go, though, as always, we've got shout-outs. We want to make sure you get home and prepare for tomorrow's matchup. So you got anything to say?
Yes, of course. So first, a shout-out to all the people who are not trolling me in EuroLeague. A shout-out to our sponsors, Monster Energy, Racer, and Ballistics Gaming. A shout-out to our coach, our fans, and Team Liquid.
Awesome. Congratulations to Team Liquid. They earned a victory today. And tomorrow will really be the test here. Are they back facing off against Dignitas, placing number 2 at the midseason brawl? Definitely a big competition for them.
I mean, it looked very impressive today, so if they can do that against Dignitas, that would be super cool. Dignitas just comes off a very awesome final match against Fnatic.
Crane Slayers.
In the end, they lost, but they looked strong at the mid-season brawl. So I'm hyped for tomorrow.
Well, let's talk about tomorrow, the schedule. What can you guys expect here for HGC Europe and, of course, HGC North America? We're going to open the day with the mid-season brawl champions themselves, Fnatic, as they take on the Zealots. Team Liquid and Team Dignitas will be afterwards, and then, of course, North America will round out tomorrow. We'll let Gilly and Dredd talk about those matches later on the day.
But I have to admit, good looking at the matches tomorrow, not only Europe is stacked, but that match alone between Roll20 and Gale Force, that should be absolutely crazy. So guys, if you usually only follow the European HGC, at least the 3rd match tomorrow, I would say you have to watch it because it's going to be good.
That's a welcome gift. Welcome back to the HGC for Phase 2 as we have so many amazing matches for tomorrow. Which one in particular do you think is the one that you want to see, though, Caldor?
Oh, definitely Liquid versus Dignitas.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, because it's going to tell us so much. Even if Dignitas comes in and dominates it, then we get a very good picture of where Liquid is right now. Because we've been talking for months and months, and a year basically, about the big 3 in Europe. Dignitas, Fnatic, and Liquid. And at the end of the last season, all of a sudden looked like, okay, there's one of the big 3 that is, you can beat them. They are all of a sudden beatable.
Sure.
And Liquid said, hey, we just heard it from Norok. He said, hey, we are back. We might not be on our top just yet, but we are so much better than how we ended the last one. So I want to see that, and I want to see it tomorrow.
For me, I can't wait to see Zealots. I want to see how they put up against the best here in Europe, because
one.
on Friday they did so well against the Playing Ducks. All right, guys, that's it for HC Europe on Saturday. We got North America coming at you next, so stay tuned for some awesome action.